she knew I think the others she knew the director of that, the Christian nun who runs the organization. See, that or somebody, she knew somebody who works there or something, I'm not sure. So I said I want to see that, you know. So went to see that place. So before we enter inside, before I went inside, so there was a small house outside. So the nun came down. The nun said, I think it's sort of an expression. I think maybe putting down. I think so. Anyway, the nun said, they talked about, you know. She says that we help these people, but we don't ask the people to help. We just pray to God, but we don't ask we don't ask people to help. That's what she said. And then she said that when you go inside, I think she may have talked to you know, cherishing or, you know, offering service to them, something like that. So I said we don't have much Buddhist, we don't have much like this, but the actual practice is the same, you know, cherishing others and serving others. That is like the same, but doesn't have organized like this much, you know, which is true. See. Then she said, when you go inside, you know, he said, be careful because the children might wonder what your skin. They put your speech on your body, on your arm, you know. Then they try to scratch whether your black skin will go away. You know, they will put the speed. They will speed on this because their body is white. You see, so then you put the speed on your arm, and then they will scratch so the black goes away. So she said that. So when she said to maybe the boys did that for somebody, I'm not sure. Anyway, she said that. She said, telling us to warning, you know, giving warning. So we went inside. So went inside. That's just unimaginable. Wow, unimaginable. You know, in the public, of course, I think it's difficult to go there, but I think it's very useful to go there. Very useful to visit those places, definitely. If you feel lazy practicing Dharma, if you feel lazy, you know, because so much comfort, so much life full of distractions, comfort and pleasure and all that, and you know, and unable to practice Dharma, can't, you know, unable to remember, unable to think impermanence is dead, unable to remember, unable to remember dead, impermanence is dead, you know, lower realm of suffering. Not only that, but the biggest thing is lower realm of sufferings, can you imagine? That's the most frightening thing. So unable to, you don't think, you see, and you know, yeah. So too much, mind is distracted by sense pleasure, or say, you know, yeah, activities of this life, you know, which is for, yeah, activities of this life for this life pleasure, you see, so that. So then you see, so become mind think this is more important than Dharma practice, more important than practicing, more important than practicing, making preparation for the happiness of all the coming future lives, happiness for all the coming future lives, happiness of all the coming future lives. So that unimportant, you know. So it's I mean, it's kind of it's kind of become very strange, very funny, very strange ideas there. This long run, not just one life, two life, not just one future life, not just 1, 2, 3, but numberless. I mean, until you actualize the complete path, remove the cause of, able to remove the cause of delusion, you see, or the including negative imprint, the seed of delusion. So completely cease and stop. Then no more reincarnation. So I don't know when that's going to happen. This life doesn't practice Dharma, then when is going to happen that? It's impossible. So then you see, so then not working for the, not preparing for the happiness for all the coming future lives. So there's not just one. So even it is only one happiness, even it is only one, then if you think this life is happiness so important, why not the future life? Even it's only one, or even your future life is only one. You see, can you imagine how important it is? It should be the same as this life. How important that to be preparation for that. So important. Now that not only one, numberless. Can you imagine how many? Can't imagine numberless. I mean, can't imagine. So you can see. So how important is this? This life happiness, working for this. This life sense pleasure, nothing. How important is it? Nothing. How important is it? Nothing. And just few years, few months. That's it. The longest is that. So nothing. So all these happening future lives, can you imagine? Numberless. Can you imagine? So far, haven't achieved even one realization from Lamrim. Can you imagine? Haven't achieved even one realization from Lamrim. The first one, graduate path of lower capable being. Graduate path of lower capable being, middle capable, high capable being. See, so graduate path of lower capable being. Kiwu Chungnu Lamjirimba. Graduate path of lower capable. Haven't achieved that. No? From perfect human rebirth up to karma to achieve realization. So even the realization, even the haven't achieved the realization, first dharma, renunciation to this life, you see. The incredible peace of mind, incredible peace of happiness, satisfaction inside, you see. Because mind is free from attachment. Attachment to the clinging, grasping to this life, happiness, you see. So mind is free from that. And there's incredible peace and happiness, satisfaction. So even the first dharma didn't achieve that realization. So you see, by realizing impermanence, that so forth, you see, from perfect image, but usefully difficult to find again, difficult to find such this again, next life, and then impermanence, that you see. So yeah, so this incredible peace and happiness inside, you see. By letting go, by cutting the attachment, letting go that, grasping to this life. That which makes, that which makes, yeah, that attitude, that itself is so much suffering, grasping, that itself so much pain, pain of attachment, So then from there, can you imagine from there, all the problems, can you imagine I'm not going to go over again. I went already one night. Talked about that. Went over that. Went over that movie. I went over that movie already one night. So I think I'm not going to show my doc. I'm not going to show the documentary. Documentary, the problems of attachment. Problems of attachment. Okay. So yeah. So didn't see in the life. So all constantly this desire, clinging, grasping, clinging this life, see things, see pleasure. Oh, so even you go for holiday after hard work, after hard work, yeah, many months or whatever. Hard work, then you go holiday, during the hard work, there's always there's a problem, always there's so much of this. Because this attachment there, so much clinging to this life, then jealous, other people jealous, say, and somebody whom you like, and then this person likes somebody, you can feel jealousness and anger, and jealousness, anger, and or somebody talking to that person. You see, you like somebody whom you like. Then so even somebody talking to that person, you get angry, upset. You get angry, upset. So even somebody talking to that person or touching to that person, you get angry, upset. So always like this. Can you imagine? No peace. Day and night like that. Oh, you see. So this has a big problem. The problem in the life, the problem in the life. So the TSED, okay, or the problem. Okay. So you're constantly tortured. You're constantly tortured. No peace. Constantly. When you go to holiday, same. Just change the physical body from your home to beach, from your home to hotel. But mind, same. But mind, no free, same. Once there's attachment there, clinging to this life, so strongly, service mind. So same. Mind has no holiday. Even your body, even you try to say, body has new place, hotel, 5-star, 6-star, or whatever, or small star. So in Indonesia, Tahiti. In Tahiti, on the water, you see, there's small houses. On the water, there's small houses where you can sleep at night. So our director, what's her name? Brenda. What's her name? Brenda. So she asked me to sleep one of those, this small house on the water. So I don't know how much you have to pay. Probably must be $1,000. But I didn't sleep. So, do you remember the small houses? Do you remember the small houses on the water? You don't remember? You haven't seen? You haven't seen? Huh? Huh? Bangalore. Bangalore. Means what? So anyway, so what I'm saying is anyway, body has new place, but but mind is same. So there's no say. So there again you will find there you see the attachment there. So then same story. You start same story there at holiday place. See, same story, same story. The trip of attachment. The trip. You have trip. You may trip. So trip to go to a trip, to climb mountains, or trip to Mount Everest, or trip to Himalaya mountains, or anyway. So attachment trip, they say. Then you also say. So then they also, because that then see one do not practice antidote to that, or one not free from that, and then you see same again pain of attachment comes there. Trip again start again I say you start attachment trip. So the attachment tour or attachment trip. So like ego trip, the attachment trip. So they say, so that, so life, so life goes like that. Is there. So constantly see. Constantly also life, enter the control of in the prison of attachment, in the prison of attachment, under the control of attachment. So that totally. Then from there, anger, materialist mind, so many negative thoughts, as in the suffer, that is on to the. So what was talking before?
The place with all the people, Rinpoche, in Spain, in Barcelona.
Oh, that's right.
The convent.
That's right. I'm almost forgetting that. So went inside. So what I was saying is, anyway, I'll finish this story then. So went inside. So there's one, they cleaned the place. I don't know how it normally looks like, but of course outside people come, I'm sure they clean it. So there were girls. I didn't say boys, but there were girls. So you see, put rubber here, iron or rubber here. And then they have four, and they lean like this, so they can't walk. So they have four wheels, so they lean on, they go like this. If there's rubber or iron something, otherwise they bite, they eat themselves. They bite like this. So they have the cover. So this what I was really amazed. What I was really amazed is that with these people, there's no hope get better and go back to home or to work or something. That's nothing. It's just enter the die. You serve, enter the die. So that's what every day, you serve enter the die. So it's not something to go get better and go, not that. So therefore, I was very surprised. How to say? Appreciate what I say. I thought that's incredible. You know. So every day, you have to serve that into the eye, you see. So that's the first soul. And then, then there was one girl, one young girl, eyes kind of small eyes, you know. Then the nose, didn't have nose like this. 2 holes, something that, they all the inside, you know, all the inside mouth, teeth will come out, and out. Small tiny eyes. If you see somebody like that in the street, while you're walking the street, that you never expect, you never know, and suddenly you meet a corner like that, I think, I don't know, maybe you run away 100 miles. Not sure. So maybe you escape to Africa or somewhere. From there to Africa or something. So then, yeah, then they were carrying the nuns with, they were carrying this girl, and they kind of kiss and they showing their love, you know, like that. And then when the girl was leaving, say when they were leaving the room, the girl to say tata or something like that, both hands, you see. So that time, Mary Colonna was there, she was not there. And then Piero was with me. Piero was the organizer. So he really, there was complete space after him. Piero really didn't want to see like this again, you know. Yeah, so I mean, of course, he's been Buddhist. He's been Buddhist for so many years. So he came to Kapang when we started the second meditation course. So I think around that time he came to Kapang. So you can see how many years. So, but anyway, so that's the most unmeasurable thing. Then in one room there are many people. Those big faces, small body, big old, big head. Many of them, those who have arms, they were given some job, you know, something to with newspaper or something to sew. I don't know. They were given some work. So I tried to shake hand to everybody there, you know, all those people shake hand. So I think, so usually they're happy, you know. That you see. So that. So anyway, so I think it's very effective. Meditating on Lamrim, you know, by reading Dharma text, then you meditate is one thing. But the other meditation, the other meditation for transformation of mind, to change your mind, life to be better, to make your life better, your heart better quality. So more peace and happiness of a better quality. Then I think it's a very good another form of meditation to go to see those places, to go to see suffering of others, to go to see suffering of others, animals, human beings, suffering of others, to go to see them and how it is to see them. So good. That's extremely powerful. Then definitely when you are at those places, makes you feel really in your heart, really you have received perfect human body. eight qualified, 8 freedom, 10 richness. You see, that with each freedom, with each richness I mentioned beginning, that you can achieve happiness, future lives, and liberation from samsara, full enlightenment. And you can create the cause of those. You can achieve those. You can create the cause of those, even each second of this life. By practicing Dharma. So this such as most amazing and so I don't know, in the West I'm not sure, but in the East, always you can go to cemetery, where people's bodies are brought and burned, and then you see their whole thing. The family members come, they cry, that time many people come, especially rich person. Then many people come. Lines of so many cars and so many people come to pay respect or just so to show that you're there, to the family. So then of course very poor person, then just treat the people in Delhi. I think at least I saw went there 2 times at least. More I think, but watching there to watch for hours, and I was there 2 times. So anyway, the rich people, they have a better wood, sliced wood and easy to burn. But the poor people, very thick, heavy, very old wood, and it takes a long time to burn. And 2-3 people come, 2-3 people come, and kind of like this, and that's it, So, so you see the person brought there, and person who died, and then the family members how they how's the state of their mind, how they behave, crying all this sad, all that thing. So however, so these and place where there are dead bodies, where human dead bodies. So those are very good. So makes to remind you how your life is so precious, and need to practice Dharma day and night all the time. You see, to have courage, to continuously give courage, to practice Dharma all the time, to overcome delusion. So it's extremely good. You see. So when you go to hospitals, when you go to those kind of places, hospitals where sick people, so that makes you see, but of course you have to think this way. So it makes you discover your life, how incredible your life is, most unbelievable, the opportunity what you have, and these people who are dying in the hospital, they never met Dharma. They never met Dharma. They never met a virtuous friend. Can you imagine? And so never purified even one negative karma. Never purified even one negative karma in their life. That's one introduction for many of the people. You see, so even one negative karma from the birth, at least the person who has some good heart and there's some virtuous action done. Otherwise, with the animals or with the people, otherwise you see, constantly negative karma every day. 24 hours only negative karma with body, speech, mind, because the motivation is only attachment, clinging to this life. So non-virtue. So sometimes there's anger and so that other things you see. So from birth, from the birth it's like that. You know. So so most people they you know, not even one is karma, it's purified, you see. So can you imagine so that the motivation is of course for happiness, but the action to achieve happiness becomes the karma, you know, because because motivation is only attachment, you see, so cling to this life, so that so the Tampa asked Lama Zopa what result will be, you know, the action done with the motivation, you see, attached to this life. So then then Lama Zopa answered, the result would be, you know, as it is, you know, you know, as it is. Next life, rebirth in the hell, hungry animal realms. So mention like that. And as I often mention, what Nagarjuna explained in the Jewel Gardens, so then action born from the ignorance and attachment, from that, you know, all the suffering migratory beings, all the suffering migratory beings rises. Then the Madang Timu Tele Gawain, Tele, then do Tamjung. So then non ignorance, non anger, non attachment, see, actions born from that, happy, all the happy tongues, migratory being rises. So that you see, so that's what happens. So so it's very so when you go to hospital, you know, even you're going there to see in the hospital a friend or family member or somebody you see. But you know, when you're in the hospital, lives I don't know. I mean, probably the happy things when the family member got better, and then maybe the family member is happy at that time, being in the hospital happy, or the person got better. Otherwise, generally you see, when you're there, the environment so very sad, you know. So it really makes you to think very deep your life. Makes you think. It pursues your life to think deep. You know, to think deep. So that makes it really that makes you to think very deeply of your life, you know, Four Noble Truths, you see. So there's a suffering, true suffering, because why suffer? There's suffering because there's true cause of suffering. So true cause, so it came from, so true suffering is dependent arising. It's not truly existent. It's not permanent. It's not truly existent. Okay, independent, and it exists because there's a cause. So that means if you seize if you seize the cause, then you get liberated from the oceans of samsara suffering forever. So yeah, so you can seize the cause, because there's a liberation exists. How it's possible to achieve that? Because there's a path, a true path existing. So Guru Shakyamuni Buddha, most kind, compassionate Guru Shakya Buddha has taught us, has revealed us the unbelievable details, how to achieve the true suffering and true God's suffering, all that. Then the karma and delusion. Then how that can be seized, you see, and then how you can achieve cessation because the true path is, so details on the true path is explained. Details of the true path is explained. So how to achieve that? In the outlines, in the essence, and then into details explained, you see. So it's amazing. So he explained with his own, after he completed the experience, achieving liberation, then all that, then full enlightenment, cessation of all the defilements, you see, gross subtle developments, the subtle developments, then the completion of all the realization. So not only that he after, with his own complete experience achieved enlightenment, then he revealed, then he has shown very clearly, especially by revealing the truth, the emptiness. You see the emptiness, which is a subtle dependent arising, existing things, existing the suffering, cause of suffering, and cessation suffering path of the whole phenomena existing in merely imputed by mind. So the unification of the emptiness and dependent arising. So they see that truth revealed, and then already numberless sentient beings, the Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's disciples, or direct disciples, indirect disciples, disciples of disciples, so the many in the yogis, pandits, you see, so many achieved full enlightenment. Then, as Buddhism brought from India to Tibet, then you see, so not only Milarepa, but so many Jawa and Sabha, so many, there happened so many who achieved enlightenment, in a brief lifetime, a degenerate time happened, who achieved enlightenment. The next life after that, so numberless happened, you see, in the four traditions. Four traditions happened for Tibetan Buddhism in Tibet, and then with those great these founders of the five Satya Pandits, the Satya Pandits of the five Satya great holy beings, you see, so forth. However, the famous Baba, there happened so many who achieved full enlightenment from each tradition. See. Then as well as other countries, where the Mahana Buddhism spread, Tantra spread, you see, like that, you see, so like that. So up to now, so say, and so many of those, they explained. They wrote their life story. So many explained their life story, how they achieved the realization, how they practice, how they dedicate their life, how they bear so much hardship, how they bear so much hardships, to practice Dharma and achieve realizations. So, see, like that, they lived a renounced life. You see, they let go this. They let go this, attachment, so forth. They cling to this life, so forth. These three persons, mind, and so talking about how they live a renounced life and how they bear so much hardships to actualize the path, Lamrim, the path of enlightenment. Then they see, and how they achieve realization, Sudan Tantra. So how they correctly devoted their virtuous friend. So wow, like for example, how Milarepa explained, so that never rouse even one second heresy or anger to his guru Marpa. Even Marpa never gave teachings, never gave initiation. Only gave hard work to build the 9-story tower 3 times, and then break, and then tear down, carry the stones back to a place from where he brought before, and his backside skin became completely thick, bluish, you see, hard, you see, by carrying stones. So, and only scold all those, all those years. He's only scold and only beat, scold, and even he appeared in the one day he came among other students. There's some teachings happening, so he just came. He just slipped inside the among the disciples inside. The Mapa saw him and immediately scolded in public, and scold him and kick him out. So Mapa is an enlightened being. It's not crazy being. It's not somebody who has go to Western institute. Is good. Somebody who has go to Western institute, you see, the psychology, not that. It's an enlightened being. But I have to understand that. I have to think that. I have to understand that. Enlightened being, you see. Enlightened being. Knew exactly what to do. Knew exactly what is the quickest way to liberate, to bring Milarepa to enlightenment, so it happened. Vajra, he himself say Vajra or Hiruka, something like that, enlightened being. So, see, because having killed 30 people, 37, 36 or 7 or 60, 30 or 67 or some people, through black magic, by following his mother's advice, then to revenge to his aunt and uncle who badly treated their families after the father died. See, so then he went to learn black magic, and he, then in the mountain, you see, where the family in the mountain, see, so then some dig hole, then 7 days retreated, destroyed, you see. So the uncle and aunt were having wedding, something like that. Then upstairs, all people dancing, they say, so eating, drinking, then does all the horses, and then all of a sudden, all collapsed. So that, so many things, just human beings, I'm sure, maybe 66 or 7 or something, I'm not sure, something, so many people got killed, and downstairs many animals. So, however, to purify all those nirkamas collected from beginningless rebirth. So you see, so this is Marpa is an enlightened being, so he know exactly how to guide Milarepa. So you see, so there was no story. There was no story about many 100,000 mandala offering, many 100,000 during prostrations, many 100,000 many refugee Bodhicitta, many 1,000 Vajra Sapa prostrations. There was no things like that. There was no building the tower, 9-story tower 3 times. It's all that. It's all mandala offering. It's all that is prostration, many 100,000 prostration. All that many 100,000 of the refugee. All that we say Guru Yoga. So that that you see. So according to Marpa, then according to Marpa, then he wanted he wanted even to Milarepa experience longer hardships. He wanted so that he can achieve enlightenment, even Kuka, so that he can achieve enlightenment, even Kuka. That's what I saw in the life story. He can achieve enlightenment, even Kuka. He want even to bear more hardships, longer. But his Marpa's, you see, the wisdom mother pushed Marpa now give initiation teaching to Milarepa, you see. So insist. So then you see Marpa did gave teaching initiation earlier. But if it was according to Marpa's, plan to Milarepa to experience even longer hardships, so that he will achieve realization quicker and achieve enlightenment even quicker than what happened. You see. So, however, conclusion in this life, in the brief lifetime of degenerate time, we will never achieve full enlightenment. Okay, so but of course it's not only Milarepa. There's I think 15 Doje, the Mahamudra lineage. There's I think it is said 15 Doje is still living in the Mount Everest there. Still living there. I think what his one said when we request Mahamudra teachings, the first Dhamma celebration. First Dhamma, we did it up to 3 Dhamma celebration, I think. 3 Dhamma celebration. 4. Somebody said 4. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. Yeah, I thought about that, but no, I was thinking more in the east. So so during first Dhamma celebration, I think maybe I might mention to Lama, comment through the Mahamudra teaching permission as Lama. So isn't the Lama comment through the Guru Puja and the Mahamudra, I think. Yeah, that Mahamudra. That time Alex Bezin was translator. Yeah, that. So Alex Bezin was translator, and the only one thing that he didn't understand was Mount Everest. So Chomolangmo is Tibetan called Chomolangmo. So he didn't understand that it means Mount Everest. So that's the only thing what he got stuck. So I think it was talking about maybe Tunchi Doji, who said it's still there. So that so the Lama Zopa Rinpoche disciples, that his Lama Rinpoche often says that much easier, comfortable, much easier Gyawayan Saba way he achieved enlightenment, much with comfortable way, with comfort, with eating delicious food or comfortable way, achieved enlightenment. But the point that he was was saying this is because the special qualities that Lama Zopa was teaching. Actually his point was that, So anyway, so what to say? Yeah, so many happened, you see there. So they explain life stories, see how they achieve realization, how they practice. Well, so every life story you read has hard. Every life story you read has so much hardships they've experienced. Not just they happen, they actually choose that way. They actually choose that way. Not like cancer happened. Without planning. Oh, cancer happened. Not that, you see. They actually choose that way. So, just any life story you read, unbelievable hardship. Dedicate, sacrifice their life for sentient being, sacrifice their life to Dharma, to achieve enlightenment. So amazing. So they like that. So what I'm talking about.
Dedicating the animals in the jar. It started with the animals in the jar.
The child.
It started with we're dedicating. You said
Oh yes.
Animals and then the Zhonghua and.
Oh yes, that's right. I think it's important what I'm saying tonight. I'm sorry, I don't remember praising myself, but I think it's important. I think it's important to go to see these places. See, look at the suffering of others. Then you get realization, compassion or renunciation. To realize, you come to know how samsara is natural suffering. So in Australia, I think that was the first time, my first time Lama, or Sydney, or first time Australia. So in Sydney, so the people ask, what kind of things you want to see, So, sorry, my mind is very lazy, so I don't have much interest in seeing the buildings, seeing the buildings, towers, the buildings, and what? It doesn't make sense. So anyway, sometimes the museums where there's statues, stupa, sculptures. You see, I go to because there's meaningful. I'm not going to mention now here, but I'm so meaningful. I'm going to mention one day the unbelievable. When you see the painting of Buddha, when you see, wow, so many eons they come get purified. Each time when you see, they mentioned the Manzu Gosha, Jambal Tsaju, the root text of Manzu Gosha thing. So read the comment, read the quotation, then you can understand, how we're so fortunate, how we're so unbelievable fortunate. So anyway, so to go to the holy object, that's so meaningful. Purify your mind, and or you call it marriage. You see, yeah. So you can process like that. You process like that to each one, to everyone. You can process like that. You get 8 benefits, 10. You get 8 benefits, 10 benefits. Last 2 is liberation and enlightenment. So this is what business, what you can do, when you see holy object. So 8 benefits, 10 benefits, very important benefits, realizations, very important, very important points of basis of realization. So see, so when you go to museums with the holy objects, you see, so that's very worthwhile. And then, so anyway, so usually some old folks are very old, and you see old people, how much suffering, unbelievable. So those things, and then dead people, and where the dead bodies kept, that means mainly, basically suffering place. It's very good to see suffering. So to see how samsara, it was suffering that, and then so they say to pursue you to practice Dharma, becomes great teaching. What you see, what appears to what you see. So for that, you see. So all these are. So thinking this way, everything becomes teaching. Thinking this way, everything becomes teaching. What you see, all this become teaching. Even seeing dead body, everything becomes teaching. Teaching on impairments, that and how samsara, natural suffering. So that tells you must get out of samsara, must be liberated from samsara. It pursues you. It becomes teaching for that. So you see, and compassion to certain beings. So looking at others, them suffering, their compassion. See, then that must develop bodhicitta, to achieving enlightenment of sentient beings. So then that makes complete path. So it's complete two types of wisdom, two types of merits, and to achieve two kayas. Of course, then they're able to do perfect work towards sentient beings. You see, so so it's extremely worthwhile. So then it makes you say really that then it makes you say that I should not live my life this way. I should better. Because I have all the opportunities. To practice, to do better. So those people, hospital, those people all for some the people deformed, no opportunity. You see, so you have all the conditions to be better. You're not doing it, so you're wasting your life. And then say get addicted. Say being careless, your mind, being careless, your life. Say, then addicted in the negative karma. You see, addicted. So that's so you see. Yeah. So that makes you to discover your life. Then to be better, to be able to say courage to get practice, to do practice. So see, so I think it's a very good. It's another form of teaching, So I went to this dead. I asked them, please take to the dead. I heard that there's a house where dead bodies kept. So I entered inside. So I was watching around the door. There are faces, there are people's faces all around. So the body gradually starts to see, face. So I was watching each face. I was watching at each face of the person. So it's very become kind of very interesting to see their face. So then the student, the lady who drove the car and her friend, they went straight to the other end. Whereas the baby, small baby in the vase, in the container, small baby in the glass, small baby like that. So they are more interested in that. But I still did not finish. At the door, the faces. And there's so much to look, but other different parts of the body, you see. But I still did not finish. I was taking time looking at her, so I still didn't finish. But they went straight, and they went back, and they were pushing me to come back to see the baby. So anyway, so I just just finished the face. So anyway, yeah, I took time, images, yeah, so then I say, then they show me also, body has been 3 months ago, kept in the box, with water, with chemicals. There's some smell, I'm not sure. So you open the lid and then show it was kept in the water with some chemicals. Then the first time, I think when we went to United States, Geshe Sopa's place, medicine. So went to see the very first time old folks home, the very first time. Geshe was not there, but Lama, I think Lama might be there, I think. So then there was one Tibetan man who lived there. I think he was working in the restaurant. So he helped Geshe to write a book, the Tibetan language book. So because I think one student, I don't remember now, I forgot the name, Windy or something. I think she's American, but she married one student German person. I think they might have met at Kapan. They lived in Kapan a long time. In old times. So she was working in the old folks home. That's how I could go to see the old folks home. So that's the first time I saw old folks home. So there was this there's some old ladies like a log of tree laid down on the bed like that, can't move at all, just like this, like peaceful, like a log of tree, say, on the bed, exactly like that, can't move. Some like that. Then some, there's some, say, I don't know what happens to the mind, but constantly clean table, some of that. So there's different ones. So I have seen. So there were young girls who are giving food to them, putting them out, and I thought, I was very impressed that I thought they have incredible patience. Those young girls who are giving food, putting them out, putting them out. Those. I thought they had unbelievable patience. I was very touched. I was very amazed. I was very impressed by that. So the Tibetan man, he said, after we came out, he said, "I will never come back." He said, he was completely. What's the word? Completely. What do you call it? What's the expression? Huh? Yeah. Overwhelmed or this. Yeah. So, I don't know what the word. Yeah. He said, "I never come back." See? So, if you don't think Dharma, when you're there, if you don't, before going there, what for you going there? If you don't think Dharma, don't relate to Dharma, say, it's shortcoming of samsara. You see yourself to be free from samsara, and general compassion to sentient beings. These things. If you don't think that way, see. Then it's of course, then you wouldn't like to see. You see, you wouldn't have any interest to see. You see, but if you think this way, then it has great meaning. It has great meaning. It's a great teaching. It's a great teaching for you. You see that. So that's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, so actually we're supposed to pray. That's right. Sorry. So completely forgot. Oh, I was supposed to pray, but then it became blah 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 blah.